Good evening, guys. How are you doing on this Thursday, the 8th of August? The time flies by pretty quickly. This is just a quick 10-minute, price action market update. Not going into too much detail. We do that on different videos on the Substack mostly. But yeah, if there's anything to report, we will dive in a little bit. But again, here's silver today up 3.5%, pretty cool. Still within, the overall downtrend here. I could see us getting down to 26 for that full test. But again, we are basically at resistance with the 30-weekly moving average. Great day. But again, we need to take out that channel to the upside before we are getting, a lot more interested in silver, basically. So gold here again, 2%. That is pretty big for gold to have that kind of move. Again, here I lost my lines for some reason, Anyways, I will make them later. Still going sideways. But again, nice little move here today for gold, roughly 2%. I'll take it any day of the week. This is the bigger thing to talk about today. That's the gold to silver ratio. As you know, we were very convinced that this was the retest and we were going to roll over. It didn't happen. Then we had the internal orange. That should be the retest. And then we rolled over. Nope. So basically, we are now all the way up here with the first, actually the first bigger red candle in a long time, going back to the start of July, basically hitting that upper resistance here. We still have some way to go. We have actually done quite a lot here. And, the daily is actually not looking bad. What we don't want to see is some sideways action here and then go higher. That would be really bad. We want to see coming down hard, getting below all the support, and then we are ready to go. But definitely worth following here. I think this is a major pivot here. And we need, 1 month of maybe sideways, and then we go higher. That would be really bad for gold and silver. But if we can start to turn down, then we know what's coming next. The Dixie flat still within, like a 1 year, triangle here, just like oil basically. And yeah, nothing major to report. Did, reverse a lot intraday. But if we do like that, you can bet your bippies that the gold and silver and, platinum, palladium, uranium will do really well, and the miners. Dixie here, the Bitcoin is catching a huge bit today, 8%, pretty wild. Again, together with the overall markets, the QQQ did, I think, 3%. And, Bitcoin right now is nothing else, is just a high beta play of tech. Nothing more, nothing less. Everyone who says anything else is basically trying to speak his, his view, his made up, what's it called? No facts kind of story, because you can basically overlay the two charts and you have it right there. So, but big bounce here today, getting above the 30-day, which is a 30 weekly, which is actually kind of cool. False breakdown here. Again, in order to become extremely bullish, obviously we have to take out the highs there. We are making lower lows, a tiny lower high there. We shall see. We don't want, if you're a bull, to see that kind of thing, right? You want it to really start to get into the range up here and then go sideways, potentially breaking out. We shall see what is happening. We shall definitely see. Oil here, again, with a tiny continuation from yesterday's really bullish day. We are still, just like the Dixie, basically going in this triangle. We will see what is happening. Really bad, really good. Again, it's very binary. It's one or the other here, with these big fractals. It's, when it breaks you are bearish. To the upside, you're bullish. GDX up 2%, pretty nice. Still below that, that 2020 high there. We came back in below. That's not ideal, by the way. That is not ideal. But again, 2.5% is really cool. We potentially have 3 impulses here in that downward there. So we could start to see it moving higher. Again, it's still under a little bit of pressure. The 30 weekly below here pushing it up. So again, we have a trend line there as well. We have that there. So again, we shall see which way it goes. Breaking down there, really bad. We don't want to see that. SILJ still holding that upper golden rail from 2020. Up only 1% today here. Still a lot of short-term momentum here from the past, 3 days or the past, basically 1 week. 1.5% today, fair enough. Uranium spot price here has not updated yet. I don't know, we really want to see that. Ooh, that would be nice. But for now, we are below, the 83. So again, more bearish than bullish right now and flat for the day. Hopefully, we can get above 86 here. That would be really cool. And then we should definitely start a rally. URNM, that is, again, the lines, man. Anyways, 1.5% today, nothing big here, no volume basically. So again, we still have a lot of downward momentum here, a little bit of a counter trend rally there, still under a lot of pressure, nothing to write home about really. 10-year rates 1% up here, and definitely the trend is down, no doubt about it. The trend is down. So for now, it's just a counter trend. If we can get target here and then start to rally, obviously, that is extremely good for the rates. But for now, we have to treat it as a counter trend, and then we are going to roll over. Platinum here is a big winner today. Big winner. Excuse me, palladium is a big winner today. The reason is that trend line there connecting, breaking down, snap back straight in, false breakdown, at least for now, right? So false breakdown usually leads to a big move in the other direction. So we could be in for a tag here, and then we start to really get going for palladium. It has been murdered, basically, from 3,300 down to 800. That's a major drop. And the last few times that has happened, we were in a huge recession. So for some reason, that's not teleported now, but really cool price action actually from palladium. It still has work to do. I will say getting above 1,100, then it starts to look like something we can use. Platinum here, 2%, still, overall long-term bullish here. Short-term within that bull flag or bullish channel there has a lot of work to do to get above. Tons of resistance, but the same thing applies roughly. 1,050 to 1,100. That is where platinum will really do its thing here. Copper trying to get back above 4. We are really close there on the $4 level for copper. Has just been off a cliff there, basically 1% up today. Gas here, the TTF, you can see extremely bullish price action coming from the bear channel here, breaking down into that blue wedge there, massive break above that pivot high, back into the channel. Gas here in Europe looks extremely good here. We could see, 50, and we are now at 40, so. Coal still climbing, and yeah, I'm really intrigued here about this slow, silent, no one is talking about coal kind of thing here. Huge potential rounding bottom. Yeah, coal, man, it looks really, really tempting down here. This is the most bullish it has looked in a long time, in my opinion. Up roughly 0.7% today. So that's the update for the day, guys. Tomorrow, Friday, we will have weekly closes. We shall see how it goes. With that said, guys, have a great day. And yeah, you can find me, as you know, uselink INV, Twitter, YouTube, and on Substack. Have a great day, guys. Bye.